Bueno, pues estamos aquí en un nuevo vídeo de Dragon Ball FIGHTERZ. Esta vez estamos aquí para ver el showcase de GOGETA Super Saiyan 4. Que bueno, que ahora mismo el evento este, que ya sabéis que se llama Dragon Ball Battle Hour, bueno, que recoge varios juegos de Dragon Ball, pero bueno, nosotros nos centramos en Dragon Ball FIGHTERZ en concreto. Y bueno, ya sabéis que dije que lo íbamos a hacer en directo, pero bueno, entre unas cosas y otras, pues no he podido estos días. Y bueno, no he podido hacer ni siquiera directos y bueno, tampoco he podido subir vídeos, que tengo pendientes ahí por subir, pero bueno, entonces, pues aquí estamos de madrugada, pues todavía estamos en directo, a ver que no lo veis aquí, está aquí en directo esto. Ya veis que está, bueno, todavía en directo no ha acabado, no sé cuánto dura el evento, supongo que cuando acabe el arco de Japón. Y eso, ya sabéis que teníamos pensado ver el arco de Francia y de España junto con el de GOGETA Super Saiyan 4, el Showcase, y bueno, ya subirlo yo a YouTube, pero bueno, ya que no he podido hacer directo, pues lo hacemos grabado. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que vamos a hacer en este vídeo? Pues vamos a ver al GOGETA Super Saiyan 4, ¿vale? Y solo eso. Luego ya pues veremos si vemos el arco de algún arco, ¿vale? Porque bueno, ya digo que no tengo tiempo estos días y no puedo hacer esto en directo y demás. Y creo que también he visto por ahí que van a sacar un parche, pero creo que es pequeño, pero bueno, vamos a verlo también, ¿vale? Después del showcase. Vamos a ir viéndolo.
Alright, guys, welcome back to Dragon Ball FIGHTERZ showcase here on Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. Apology, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you being here with us.
Bueno, invitan a Apology Man, como es costumbre, para probar al personaje y vamos a ver cómo está esto. Y además la fecha del Gogeta creo que lo dicen al final del evento, macho, y no sé si vamos a estar. Pero bueno, vamos a ver el showcase del Gogeta. Y bueno, por lo menos lo subo mañana. Bueno, hoy ya, el domingo. Venga, vamos directamente. Van ahí al tema. Hostia, el Gogeta ahí, Oh, a ver los colores.
Damascus, I made sure he unlocked all of them so that we could see.
He actually scolded me. I had done it, but he scolded me. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
So here are all the colors, guys. So you see like the different colors and stuff. So feel free to pick, I guess, color 1.
Yeah, let's go for color 1. Let's put Gogeta blue. You know, like let's do this.
Very cool.
Let us put that team and go to Destroyed City. Why not? Let's do this.
Let's do this. So I know like a lot of you guys have been super
bueno, vamos a ver el Gogeta, tío.
Us included. He's really interesting.
Ya digo, están en directo ahora y no lo he visto ni nada. Porque bueno, lo quiero grabar aquí con vosotros y verlo con vosotros. No he visto nada. No quería spoilearme. ¿Qué es esto? El 2L. Ah, no es un bajo. Dice que no nos asustemos, pero que va a tener sentido después de lo que vayamos a ver. El 5L. Bueno, un flojo de 6, bueno, normal. Supongo que podrás hacer 2L, 5L, igualmente como todo, bueno, como casi todo.
Yeah, for his stand jab, it actually goes pretty decently far. A nice thing about it is if you block your opponent's super dash and you 5L, you actually beat like basically like all their options. They like have to back dash. Yeah, it's really high up, so it's really good.
Yeah. Okay, so those are the light bounce guys. Let's have a look
at the auto segundo del autocombo. Segundo L.
So there you go.
Te deja 9. Hostia, ese es el tercero. El de la hostia para arriba. El patadón.
Lele is very good with them.
Yeah. So we might be seeing some Bardock shenanigans going on with this guy.
Yeah, and the third kick actually has
y tiene un cambio de lado.
And it's also like this massive hitbox, so it's gonna hit a lot of stuff above him. And it side switches on hit, which is really nice for combos.
Ahora todos los ponen con cambio de lado, macho. Todos los muñecos que sacan.
Okay, let's have a look at the 2M perhaps. You know, it's very important.
El 2M, a 11.
11 frame startup goes pretty far.
Uy, de lejos a 15.
It's got some good range on that.
Bueno, pero tiene buen rango, ¿eh? Parece como el del GOGETA Super Saiyan. O sea, como el GOGETA Blue. No sé si es tan largo. A lo mejor es como el del Super Saiyan. El Goku Super Saiyan.
Yeah, so it goes very far. Let's have a look
So
at
this-
the... Oh,
No
my
tienes
goodness,
tanta.
this
Oh,
button is so
hostia.
This is the button.
El 5M llega hasta taparla,
9 frame
tío.
startup, and look at the range.
Tiene muy
This
buen
is
5M,
the
¿eh?
button TM. Like, it
Y para
goes
los
super
cross,
far.
supongo que vendrá bien
You're
esto
gonna be
también.
using it a lot.
Los
Probably one of the
mix-up
best
y demás.
buttons in the game, 9 frames.
Hostia, qué bueno,
Pretty
¿eh?
high
El 5M es
too.
bueno, ¿eh?
Very good.
Yeah.
Llega
It's crazy.
mucho rango.
Start 5M is very, very real with this character.
Yeah, it will reach. It will reach. Trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
Además pega como muy arriba, ¿sabes?
You know, 5Ms are out there. So let's have a look at the 6M. Yeah, the overhead. So
A ver si se me.
standard stuff.
Bueno,
Yeah,
It's-
it goes pretty far, pretty high up also.
Uh-huh. Just your
sí que pega desde muy alto.
To write home about, but let's go. So let's have a look at the 2H because this button is ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Hostia, a ver el 2H.
yeah. You see how high up his hand goes? Yeah, it goes that high,
Bro.
and it keeps you standing too.
it's
Oh,
crazy. The
O sea, sí, al
range
parecer
is
no
like-
parece muy
like,
muy
it's
bueno,
just
pero
how far it
están
reaches.
diciendo aquí que llega
Yeah,
bastante.
it's super far. Super
Hostia, pues sí que llega, ¿eh?
This is honestly
Parece
one
que
of the
es...
best 2Hs in the game.
You think
No
so?
joke. No joke. Yeah.
Hostia, es que parece como el del Super Saiyan, pero como que llega muchísimo más, ¿sabes? Como que tiene mucho más hitbox, el golpe, ¿sabes? O sea, el hitbox.
Very, very, very strong. Okay, let's have a look at the 5H, please.
No, hitbox.
Okay, so again, very good range on there.
No, ese es el 5H.
As far as I'm aware, you can't make this a true string no matter what, right?
Yeah, no matter what. It doesn't matter what you chain into, mediums, S or whatever. The 5H will not be a true block string.
Vale, el 5H no
You
va a
have to
ser
do
true
different
string.
options if you want to keep your stuff gapless. But the 5H is really important in his pressure as we continue with the rest of his moves. You'll see.
Okay, very, very cool. Okay, so that's the grounded buttons. Let's get on with the jump.
Esports!
Jump like the arms crossed.
¿Y
you know?
esto?
Notice it's like for a lot of his serve
All the air moves are esports,
All
man.
the air moves.
That's
No
mad.
hands required.
Esports auto combo.
Yeah, let's go. So that's the jump light, the jump medium. You know, it's just a standard, really. The jump H though is interesting because it like. knocks
Hostia, cómo
out-
mola, el diseño, tío. Cómo pelea, tío.
you know,
Ahí
your
sin las
breakdowns,
manos,
not like
o sea, con las manos
or anything like
cruzadas.
that.
Ahí, mira, con las
His
piernas
belt
solo.
goes up really high up too, and his jump H going up so high and low
Yeah.
lets you jail them air to air like really well from a ton of different angles. And his jump M, insane range. You're always gonna get the cross up IED jump M.
Sí, para los
Like,
cross-ups son
basically
muy buenos. Es muy bueno el M en el aire, tío.
It feels
El
really
JM.
consistent. Yeah, that's definitely the button to go to for cross ups and stuff.
Tiene 2H en el aire.
Okay, so that's the normals over and done with. We're going to get to specials in a moment. But let's get on to the supers, actually.
O sea, 2H en el aire que te haga tener la propiedad esta de Smash.
236.
O sea, no como el de Cell y eso, parece. ¿Qué es esto?
Very, very interesting here. We're gonna go into
Really
a bit
cool
more.
animation.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
go.
I like it a lot. He just kind of, you know, and then he.
Yeah, it tracks.
Como que
So,
te
like,
cruza,
it's
pero luego
essentially
te
like
manda otra vez
you can-
la animación
you
al
can use
punto de
this to
partida.
scope out your opponent and punish them hard for trying to.
Esto es como el level 1.
etc.
Puedes hacerlo, supongo, que
The-
en
the-
todos
the
lados.
air version-
Se
the
te
air version
transporta.
on this super has a different animation, as you're seeing here.
Vale, no
It
te
does,
cambia de
like,
lado,
downwards,
pero
so
la
you
animación
get on
como
the
que
ground, he
te
does
cambia de lado, pero no.
Yeah.
Es
But
simplemente ahí.
the cool thing about the super is the
Te da por
tracking
atrás.
is insane. It's like on like UI Goku Air Super.
Hostia, mola,
tracking. Like, no matter where you DHC from, it's gonna connect basically.
Vale, aquí dicen que parece como el level 1 del Ultra Instinct,
as well.
que
It's gonna be very, very fast.
este donde esté parece ser que le va a dar el level 1. Vamos, que es pa' tontos, ¿no? Vale. Directamente. Es como el Ultra Instinct, vamos, que el level 1 va a dar sí o sí. Lo tienes donde lo tienes.
Incredible level one.
Vale,
Also 2H.
está bien. Un motivo más para que se lo pille la
You
gente.
can? I don't think I
Yeah,
know.
ver,
you gotta wait a
a ver
little
qué más
bit,
tiene.
yeah, but you could
Bueno, ya sabemos aquí
Oh, okay.
que da con cualquier cosa.
That's crazy.
El level 1.
Okay, so that's the level one. Let's have a look at the level 3. This animation is
Oh,
gone.
level 3.
I love that. So sick. Okay.
Mola.
I love it.
Yes.
Tampoco es nada del otro mundo, pero mola. Se le ve ahí un poco ahí la animación con los ojos de cerca.
Yeah, it's got decent. You get decent Oki off this, right?
Yeah, it's plus 43. You're gonna see a little bit later what kind of Oki options you can do as we go down his moves.
Luego veremos Loki que deja esto.
You can do it from the air as well, and it's a little bit less advantage from up in the air, but you have a lot of ways to combo into it.
Vale, pues hacerlo desde el aire, como lo vemos aquí.
You're not gonna get a mid-screen safe jump with any like form of like moon jumping or whatever, but in the corner, like you're gonna get like a pretty decent setup, which I'll explain to you guys when we get.
Vale, en el corner es donde se va a ver los mixa guapos, como dice aquí la Policeman.
Let's have a look at some of his unique moves next.
A ver, movimientos únicos que tiene. A ver.
You guys thought these supers were whack.
Let's check it out.
¿Qué coño?
So, 6S. So this is where we introduced the level system.
El 6S.
So it does have a level up system similar to like Adult Gohan. You build it up the levels. You see he's level 3 right now with 6S, right? He builds up and up and up and up. And you can see he's building bar as well as he's doing
¿Qué
this.
coño?
Yeah.
Es una forma de ganar.
Just like Adult Gohan, it caps out at level 7, and every time he does it, he builds 0.25 meter every time, even after he hits level 7.
And so the exact number is every time.
O sea, le da un poco de garra,
I think the next level 1 or 3 you use.
Yeah.
And the actual numbers per levels is when it scales. Every single time you add this, it adds about 54 damage for level 1 and 74 for level 3. So if you're in level 5, that's already like 250 extra for level 3. For level 1, sorry, and that's like almost like 400 for level 3. So you obviously get a lot of ways to get this. And the other thing to know is that...
Hostia, te da daño extra al tirar level.
Cancel vanish it, so if you get a vanish combo...
Bueno, es cancelable el vanish.
Get up level and still get the wall.
Yeah, it still counts. Still counts, yeah.
Yeah, very, very sick.
Si no he entendido mal, creo que te daba como extra. Daño extra o así si metes level. Luego lo veré yo mejor.
So, let's look at the normal level 3, right? This is the normal level 3.
Okay.
So you guys can see the...
Bueno, y la fecha del Gogeta lo van a decir al final. O sea que en este vídeo no vamos a ver la fecha. Pero bueno, que se verá al final del vídeo. Revelarán la fecha. O sea, del evento este.
So that's like 500 extra. But if you happen to be level 7, and I'm gonna tell that to all of the content creators out there,
¿Qué he dicho? ¿Level 7?
If you're level 7,
hostia.
Guys,
¿Qué coño?
I'm not responsible for what's gonna happen.
Chat's not ready.
No jodas, chaval.
Destroyed. Look at the
¿Qué?
Rinsed.
Que le ha metido 20.000.
Look at the damage.
Life bar deleted.
Que es un insta-kill. ¿Qué coño, tío?
So yeah, once he's in level 7, any hit you get.
Ah, bueno, que va subiendo de nivel haciendo eso.
This,
pero...
Okay. This level 3 does so much damage. And
Dios,
it actually stops being a question of like what will...
Hostia, ya le podrían poner eso a la Adult Gohan, ¿sabes? Level 7, pum. Level 3 y a tomar por culo.
No matter what the starter was, they would die. Like we did, like I went to.
Además es que da igual, cuando lo tires, dice que va a morir.
The opponent had immortality on. Krillin's like sensu bean was thrown at the same time, and they were in sparking.
Da igual lo que hagas, o sea, han metido en la explosión del 16, pero que te mata directamente de un level 3. O sea, haces knockdown y te mata, ¿no? Porque es que te quita 20.000, tío.
So, yeah.
Pues supongo que el level 6 te quitará bastante vida, pero no te mata. Supongo que es el level 7 simplemente lo que romperá todo esto. Hostia, tú. Han puesto un level 7 que sirve ahora. Ahora sí que estaría bien subir. Además es que este sube de level como la Adult Gohan, pero sin gastar barra, tío. ¿Qué cojones? Bueno, es que la gana directamente. A mí me parece como un golpe, tío. En el aire. O sea, subes de nivel, tío. Por la cara, parece ser.
And if you get it, depending on the range, right? Like a big way we used it a lot was like we would anti-air with it.
Ah, claro, por eso decía lo del daño extra, porque cada vez que subes nivel, o sea, no es que lo tires y luego tengas que hacer el level, no es que simplemente por subir de nivel le hace daño extra, de level 1 o de level 3.
Very nice. Okay, so yeah.
Hostia, chaval.
So let's have a look at 22S, which is the DP move.
Es que imagínate el level. Es que
Look at the screen very well.
Yeah. See if you
como para hacerle frame trap, ¿sabes? Al Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 en level 7, ¿sabes? Te metes un level 3 y te mata, tío.
Just do it again for people who missed it. This is a DP.
Hostia, eso es un Shoryu.
In case you missed it.
Como el Ultra Instinct.
Who will catch this, chat? Who will realize what
Oh,
the DP
eso lo va a tener de assist también,
Carefully look
Como
at
el
that
Ultra
screen.
Instinct. Hostia.
Wow, chat suck. They're not.
Hostia, un Shoryu, tío.
Okay,
Como el Ultra Instinct,
Someone got it. Okay.
Oh.
It gives Dragon Balls!
It gives you a Dragon Ball. Every time you do this DP,
¿Qué coño?
get a Dragon Ball for free.
Ay, cada vez que haces el
And by the
Shoryu,
way, it follows the GT
te
storyline
dan una
for
bola.
all
Una
the-
bola de
which is
dragón,
another
tío.
cleaner thing.
Hostia, de gratis,
Yeah, like that was a really nice touch. It goes in
Dios,
the order of like Shadow Dragons defeated, so it gets the 2-star ball.
Hombre, si el assist tiene de Hitstun, lo que tiene el Ultra Instinct, se lo va a pillar la gente.
Yeah. So
Luego veremos el Hitstun que tiene el assist este.
Alright,
Okay.
next,
Let's go.
256S.
Yeah, 256S. Let's have a look at it.
You guys
You know-
want a beam?
Every
Psych!
Hostia.
It's Command Grab.
no beam.
Ah, pero parece como un command grab
Everyone
esto,
wanted
¿no?
this move. The amount of people that I saw that said they wanted this move, and there you go, you got it, and it's a command grab, which we all know
Yeah.
is very useful in this game.
So
Ah, parece que va a tirar un beam y te mete un
if
command
you're
grab.
back to the corner, you can actually like convert quite easily into like 2M, 5M, and whatever you want.
Ah, bueno, se
If
convierte
you're on
fácil.
screen, it depends on which assist you're running. Like I've tried with beams, I cannot get a beam to connect after this. But Janemba assist, Android 21 assist, like the
Vale, que
fast
no puedes
full
conectarlo
screen
en
assists, like,
medio
will
de la
get
pantalla
you
con
enough
un
time.
beam normal, que tiene que ser a lo mejor así
I
como
was
el
able to
Janemba y
combo off
cosas
with,
así.
like, TN assist. Another thing about this command grab, its range is really far. It goes surprisingly far. Like the confetti, like at the very
Sí,
tip,
llega bastante largo y parece que te tira un beam encima, ¿eh? Es que me cago en la hostia. Bueno, no sé, hombre, hasta que se acostumbre la gente, supongo, ¿no? A jugar contra él, pero bueno.
But the animation is really tricky. Like it's gonna get you, especially when you see the rest of his offensive options. There's a lot to keep track of when you're blocking versus this character, actually.
Very nice. Okay, so let's have a look at the 214S. Okay. Yeah.
Hostia, ¿y
It's a
esto?
counter.
He has a counter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 4-frame option. You can
Ah,
also
un
do it in the
counter
air
tiene
just like
también.
that.
Hostia,
And
cómo
the
mola,
cool thing
macho.
about it is you can convert off of it like really easily. All you have to
Hostia,
do
por lo
is
que se
do
está
that.
viendo el muñeco, me está gustando, ¿eh?
Yeah, they go.
No, habrá que probarlo siempre, pero mola, tío. Siempre que sacan un puto muñeco.
But it,
Los de Arc System, macho.
it won't counter assists or key blast or anything, as you saw right there. Like it just kind of, like it just goes through you. But on a physical hit, like you're gonna get a combo just like that. So it's really good.
Nice. Very cool. So this
Very good anti super dash
Joder.
option while you're in the air.
Tiene Shoryu, tiene counter, tiene level 3 que mata. Bueno, si estás en level 7.
And he has an amazing jump light to beat air super dashes. Is also really good air game.
Lo que pasa es que tiene muy pocos level, ¿no? Tiene un level 1 y un level 3. Yo creía que iba a tener mucho más. Más level, tío.
So yeah, let me show real quick, right?
Por ese
6
tema, quiero decir.
but it's basically a recast
Pero bueno,
system where it
está
has two
bien.
different follows.
A ver, también teniendo al Gogeta Blue aquí, pues bueno,
And it's like
tampoco
this.
van a
The
repetir,
one
supongo,
which is down for
levels.
There is a gap on block between these two, so like if I put this to guard all, and I'm gonna make the opponents mash 5 LLL because that's what everyone likes to do.
So yeah, the overhead is it's a 20 frame overhead. It's -5 on block, and the 3H, the fake overhead into low, that's 26. So it's not hitting the same frame quite.
Hostia,
but
tiene un
the low is
3H
a
ahí
lot better on
que te
block
hace un
than
overhead.
22.
Yeah.
But both the options you can cancel like into either 5S to like stop them from mashing, delayed 5H. So it's,
Sí, lo
it's a
puedes
really
seguir,
huge part of his pressure, right? And the big thing we noticed is like the more we use like 6H, right? We're like, okay, we gotta look for the overhead. Okay, I gotta look for the low, and I gotta look for like these other special moves. And then he command grabs you, and you're just like, whoa, what? Like, because it goes really far. Like this mix-up is making you block like from pretty far away. It's really nice.
You got to. I mean, it's pretty much any solution you get can be blown up by Gogeta, right? So because you got command grab, you can't just block.
Yeah.
You can't just jump away because you can like lock you down with the S. It's
You can 5S, yeah.
kind of scary.
Very
Hostia,
scary.
creo que esto en la transmisión, sí, pues está en 1080.
Good
Se ve un poco borroso, pero
Stuff. But if all that doesn't work, and you know, if he doesn't open you up with all the tricky on block options, guess what?
It's not about not opening you up turret. It's rather he doesn't have a key blast. He doesn't have a beam. What does he do full screen?
What can he do? Like,
No full screen option.
Ah, bueno, dice que no tiene beam, no tiene... A ver qué tiene... Doble jump. Doble insta-nerdas, tío. O sea, doble... Doble dash.
double air dash. At all times. No install.
Como el Freezer, ¿sabes? Como el Golden Freezer. Doble dash. En el aire.
So what you can do air dash.
Hostia, pues pinta a toda personaje de que lo vais a ver de point, de primero. Porque de aquí yo creo que puede salir buenos mix-up, Además con el cross que tiene y demás. Luego también 3H, ¿sabes? Para intentar abrir a la gente. Y luego a ver los mix-ups que se pueden sacar la gente con esto.
He's kind of crazy. Like overall, if you look at the tool set, you can kind of see why they did give him stuff like a low light and stuff because it's a lot.
Claro, ahora se entiende por qué no le han metido un 2L bajo, ¿sabes? Pues yo creo que tiene bastantes cosas para abrir a priori. Luego ya veremos, pero bueno. Hostia, pero mola mucho,
I found myself doing like if I was high enough, I would be able to do like jump LL, air dash, jump LL, air dash again, and like for pressure. And is the only character we're doing IAD over like super dash is like a same side option? You're just, oh, he could have got it. He could have doubled up because the double air dash over is gonna hit so many people. Oh yeah. So many people. But yeah, like the thing I have to say though, and you can see on Damascus's inputs if paying attention, he has a dash button, and I actually kind of recommend this for people playing Gogeta, because if you want to double air dash like really fast, you have to hit forward like really fast, right? But
bueno, que recomienda que como hay un botón de dash en el juego, que te recomienda ponértelo, si no mueves muy rápido la palanca para hacer los dos dashes. Yo con mando, cuando jugaba con mando sí que lo tenía, el dash en el botón. Pero bueno, ahora con el stick no creo que me ponga el dash, pero bueno. Veremos a ver cómo se utiliza.
So it's like a rush punch, like a lariat kind of thing.
Smallest Bardock lariat, right? Like,
Yeah.
No, un lariat pequeñito,
Yeah.
pretty good
So
for
they-
pressure as well, right?
The interesting thing with this lariat is it's actually projectile invincible. So the light one,
Ah,
you see
es
here, it's frame
invencible a los,
projectile invincible.
a los proyectiles.
And it's actually pretty important for him because you know he doesn't have the full screen key blast, right? Like he doesn't have like the amazing anti-projectile presence.
Vale,
So
dice
he has to use
que es
his
importante,
lariat,
bueno,
he has
para él
to
porque
use
no
the double
tiene
air dash
key blast,
to,
ni tiene beam,
like,
ni
close
nada.
that gap. Yeah.
Entonces, pues bueno, para acercarte, claro, tiene que tener algo.
The medium one is good as well.
Yeah, the medium one
Bueno,
gives,
está bien.
an animation, right?
Yeah, so you can combo in corner. I mean, this is definitely the preferred one because in the corner after that you can get five, like 2M prime, which is
Vale, como todos los como todos los
and it's pretty much the go-to mid
236M y esto, que te meten en esquina y puedes seguir el combo.
Because we forgot to mention that he doesn't really have an easy rejump, like this doesn't work. He has like quite hard rejumps after this, but he has a way to gain ground thanks to this.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
really, like, with this, you don't really need to do rejumps, to be honest, you know?
Yeah. We found ourselves like the rejump is like really hard. Like you can do like 5H delay, jump L, jump M, and do it, but it's not worth it. You should just jump cancel. And,
Bueno, ahí se puede hacer
yeah,
rejump.
just like you see there, connect the 6H afterwards. That's like the optimal combo.
Que bueno, que en mi skin más o menos lo puedes seguir, pero no sé si estás
The
pegado
heavy
ahí.
version of the 236 does
Bueno, no
give
sé si estás pegado o no.
an easy follow-up. You can just dash up and get a full follow-up. Side switches as well.
Yeah, it side switches, it gets
bueno,
a lot,
el
and
EX pues supongo que se seguirá más fácilmente.
It's actually kind of a great like super dash conversion.
Yep.
You know, like
Easy.
you can get so much from this.
Hostia, puedes
Dash
seguir
out
el combo, ¿no?
2M, man. You get easy combos with this. Very, very strong.
It's like you can like extend to a lot of stuff. So that's pretty much your.
Poco como el 17, pero si lo recas.
Sí,
es el combo normal, pero bueno, está bien. Bueno, para sacar daño también está bien esto.
Yeah, there's a side switch you can do here. If you go straight to it, like
I'm
without
trying
doing
to
the,
hit it, but I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's hard to. You have to double jump.
There we go.
Just like that.
Ahí,
Hey,
ahí.
did it.
Ahí le ha salido el side switch
That's what you
también.
get from the super dash.
Yeah, it's very good, very good.
Okay, so
it's just like that. And on the ground, if you get hit by this move, it's gonna do like a ton of damage, like a ton of damage, because you can.
Vale, el starter, si te da esto, te va a hacer pupa. Vamos. Como casi todos los EX del juego.
Very cool. So let's have a look at the 214. So he's it's like the wheel kick, right? It's 214 light. Yeah.
Hostia, tiene más, A ver.
So yeah, this.
¿Esto qué es?
Right there.
Light, medium,
¿Es un overhead también o qué?
all of them are overheads.
Sí, son overhead, dice. Bueno, tiene overhead también aquí para intentar abrir. Un poco al estilo capón del Goku o del Gohan. Hostia, es positivo este. Hostia, es positivo, Buah, está para jugarlo de point, yo creo, Te dejan positivo este golpe. O te dejan dos.
He has a lot of ways to really keep pressure up. The EX axe kick, the overhead, like it's like we TK'd it a lot of situations to like keep our turn, and like you could do it from neutral. Like it's really good. The jump EX axe kick, I can definitely attest to, is very strong.
Joder, bueno, también te sirve para acabar combos en el aire, supongo, a lo mejor para sacar más daño o simplemente knockdown. Bueno, dice que bueno, cuando acabas aquí el knockdown, como que el level 3 es más complicado de tirar, pero bueno, supongo que será tema de timing. Está acostumbras, yo creo.
To do light axe kick anywhere into level 3. It's a little hard.
I think the light axe kick seems like the go-to combo ender as well. Like I see like most of his BNBs seem to end with the 214 light. So, but yeah, the medium version you don't really use in combos. That's more for like frame traps and plus frames and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's definitely the one, but you will use the light. So like you got plenty of ways. I was showing like one of them earlier. So you have plenty of ways to get specific strings, like to get to hit it, and like this one, it's like I can't get it like properly because you need your opponent to be slightly over you when that jump page happens. That's like one of the main things. That if you don't get this properly, you're not gonna get the proper like angle to get it to happen. You know, that's one of the main issues with this.
Okay. So let's have a quick look at his assists.
Los assists, a ver.
Assists.
Yes,
Let us get the man in. So a assists is.
A ver.
He gets half the bar and
Hostia, te da media barra, tío, esto.
Yeah.
So yeah, half a bar builds up the level. The only difference.
Pero este es el A, el
assist.
assist A.
When he's an assist.
Hostia.
Yeah, he has to do some of.
Hostia, pero él sube de nivel. Hostia, chaval. Hostia. Hostia, que a lo mejor de mid también iría bien, el Gogeta.
Yeah, this is the main assist that we used. The meter assist is nice, you know, if you have a build for that.
Te hace como el lariat este.
Vale. Very, very flexible to use. So 25 frame lariat,
bueno, 33, bueno, está bien.
Really good block stun. Not a lot of pushback either, so it's really good.
Y no te empuja, dice. O sea que en mid screen no te empuja y eso, bueno, eso puede estar bien.
Around like frame 10. So it's got some good utility.
Bueno, no llega tampoco muy lejos, pero bueno, para seguir, sí, por un así normal, supongo, para mix up y seguir presión y seguir combos. A ver el C. Bueno, a ver aquí, el C. El DP, o sea, el sorry. Encima que es DP, te mete el combo, bueno, para hacer el combo fácil, vamos. O sea, en 40 obviamente por ser así C, pero tío, como así es defensivo y luego seguir el combo encima, además que es un DP que cuando sale supongo que tendrá Inbull, digo yo, ¿no? Bueno, tendrá propiedad de Soryu, digo yo. Ah, y que encima te da Dragon Ball. Te da bolas de dragón. Hostia, me mola, está molando,
Yeah, hopefully we can.
Yeah, remember that we got plenty of. Oh, I didn't copy this one. You know, like plenty of like combo videos to come. Like just trying to show the basics of this, like in the core and everything. I think something that we mentioned is like how the second Rekka hits really high up, so it's really easy to get stuff like this. Like it's really always gonna like get you back down, and it's gonna have a great utility in combo because like we were messing around with Spark, and you could literally do something like. See, like there are plenty of ways to just
los loops, vale, sí, los loops.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff with Spark with this character for sure. You know, you can use the multiple air dashes, you know, with the sparking air cancels and stuff. It's really interesting. Just quickly,
bueno, pues ya seguramente habrá tots de este personaje.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not like a Blue Gogeta. Yeah. He just like stands there. Yeah, he swats you. Yeah.
Bueno, el reflex.
And that is pretty much it on this. We found, of course, a lot of stuff. So how much time do we have left to show stuff?
We don't have any more time. I think we're going to be pretty much just out of time with that. But you know what? I was actually worried that we wouldn't be able to even get through all that. So
here's the program right here, just to keep the people in, right? At the moment, you know, we got that basic showcase done on this. I would like to know your opinions.
Vale, creo que aquí acaban.
The other thing to know is that we still have a lot to show for today. There is a combo video that over, you know, has been working on.
Bueno, sí, es que además van a presentar combos, bueno, más cosas del Gogeta, ¿sabes? Entre arcos. O sea, a lo mejor acaba el de Estados Unidos y presentan algo y algo así. Luego creo que antes de... Luego antes del arco de Japón, creo que iban a decir fecha o algo así, no sé si era al final o qué. Fecha de cuándo va a tener este. Hostia, pues vamos a hablar al muñeco, tío.
It's a little bit difficult, right? Because a lot of strong characters in this game have like really good key blasts, but him just like his options in the mid range are so potent, and like he actually has ways just using system mechanics and his double air dash to like really close the gap if you're patient and use your assist properly. So for me, like I really think him having like,
me ha molado, lo que he visto del muñeco, tío.
Doesn't have the full screen option. Like it kind of reminds me of like Piccolo in that way because he has like no like full screen options. So if you like have the right team, I think he's like quite strong, honestly. Yeah. Really good damage, pretty flexible overall too. But I think he's pretty strong after playing him for like about a week.
Después de jugarlo dice a Poliman que le veo bastante fuerte. Sí que es cierto que dice que no tiene a lo mejor cosas full screen, ¿no? Para el neutro y eso. Pero bueno, que dice que sus... digamos que de forma intermedia o un poco más cercano, que tiene cosas para ser fuerte. Vamos. Creo que aquí acaban, así que vamos a ir al tema de... Vale, vamos a ir al tema de los parches, que no sé dónde está, del parche, creo que está por aquí, que van a explicar el tema de los parches. Vale, creo que por aquí, ¿vale? Venga, lo vemos y terminamos el vídeo.
Changes and Damascus is going to be running through the game live in front of our very eyes. So, Apology Man, welcome back, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me back again. I can't wait. There's some cool patch notes in here.
There's some juicy ones for sure.
Al Ultra Instinct le tienen que nerfear, yo creo. Al Broly también. Bueno, pero es que han dicho que es un parche pequeño, tío. No me espero nada. Hostia, a ver. Z assist.
To show some of the stuff. Let's start with the first part of the patch, which is.
Well, that's the entire patch, bro. What are you talking about? This is everything right here.
Minor stuff.
He hecho una broma al Tyrant como diciendo estos son los las notas del parche. Ya no hay más.
I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but some of the assists that like create a little like cloud of smoke and stuff, like the cloud could stay on the screen like sometimes, which is a bit of a
bueno, esto es un fix más bien.
But that's like one change. I mean, I don't really need to like showcase this. That's pretty simple. But next, you know, we have
bueno, lo van a mostrar también, o sea que esto está bien para verlo.
Indeed.
What do you think, chat?
I mean, I think I can see a lot of the chat asking for something. I can see buff Goku Black, buff Super Saiyan Goku. Say, well, we're not going to do any of that.
Mira, se ve ahí al Ultra Instinct. Aquí le han nerfeado.
You see this hair right here? This man with the silver hair color. I've been waiting so long for this. Let's get into it.
Le han puesto más recovery. Crouching Heavy Attack. Hay más cosas, obviamente. No voy a refrear solo esto.
What can you say about this apology, man? What's the change?
Pero como toquen solo al Ultra Instinct y no toquen nada más, tío.
To UI Goku. So, if anyone knows, everyone's fought UI Goku, they know how good his 2H is. It's probably one of the best 2Hs in the game. You could air the backdash after blocking the first part of his 2H. Now it is negative 24 on block.
Hostia, ahora es 24 negativo, tío. Se queda, ¿eh? A ver.
On block if you block the second part. So, before
toma 2H. Que ya sabéis que esto antes lo lanzaba, ¿sabes? Porque no le podías castigar prácticamente. Ahora sí que supongo que se podrá castigar.
The only thing he can cancel into now to like keep himself safe is his 236L, which is the punches in the air, and that's -7 on block. So you know what that means? You get to punish that also with the jab. He 2Hs you, he's screwed. Like he's got to guess.
Vale, ya no te va a poder lanzar el 2. Eso está bien. Eso es algo que tenían que cambiar, vamos. Es que vamos.
Running up, throwing this out, you know, carefree, because it's not only like a godlike advancing attack, it takes him away, you know, as well. So it's completely safe, pretty much. There's no risk. Now there is somewhat of like a risk to doing this. So,
I mean, you can still call an assist, right?
Venga, más cosas.
You can beam cancel backwards too. That's an option. You just have to RPS now. It's not just like, oh, he blocked my 2H, whatever. Like unlike every other character, basically.
Absolutely.
Okay, next.
So moving on. The
Under este
will, okay? Yeah,
es que no sé qué es el under este. El unrestrained will.
I mean, there was a risk, but now there's a big risk, okay? The increased startup and
claro, que los nombres de los movimientos no los sé, tío. Bueno, incrementan el startup y el landing recovery. Pero no sé qué es. Es cuando te levantas, ¿no? El este. Hostia, se ha visto ahí la nota del parche. Liqueo. Querían ir poco a poco, pero se ha liqueado ahí. Bueno, no hemos visto nada. Hemos visto por ahí al Kid Buu, he visto y no me he fijado mucho más.
Way more like time. You don't have to like play the counter RPS where he like super counters and cancels his unrestrained will as much. You don't have to deal with that as much anymore, and it's way weaker now.
I'm so happy about this.
Honestly, the fact that he could just do this for no meter cost anyway was crazy. But now there's a risk to it. So okay.
A ver, más.
Embodied lights.
¿Qué es esto?
Yes.
Es que no me sé los nombres, tío. El DP, ¿no? El Soryu, supongo.
Or he's just dashing up and just throwing it out or whatever. Now, like that range is kind of nerfed, right? So that's a nice change.
O
sea, tío, es que no me sé los nombres, tío, de las mierdas estas de...
So that means you can backdash it. You can backdash it.
Oh,
that's good. That's
you can't do 2 in a row.
It's such a huge change, man.
Yeah.
Godly Strike.
That's quick punish, easy punish. You get a fat punish too. It's great.
Yes.
Incremento en el escalado, ¿vale? Del daño, para que no haga tanto daño.
The 214 light, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the exact change?
So basically, it's no longer a medium starter. If you ever got hit by the Godly Strike, it's like the 2 and 4L where he just flips around, becomes like plus on block. That move, if you ever got hit out of like your jump startup because you're trying to avoid the command grab or whatever, you got hit by it, you got TOD'd. It sucked. Like it did so much damage if you got hit by it.
Yeah.
Now,
vale, que le han subido el escalado para que quite menos.
It's basically an L button starter. Like combo is way less.
Vale, que quita como un L, porque antes supongo que quitaría como un propiedad de M, digo yo. Bueno, está bien. El Z-Assist. Vale, este es el DP. El Soryu. Hostia. Bueno, esto estaba bien. Es una de las cosas que tenían que...
cosmic
So,
shift.
Que
no
nerfearlo.
longer invincible. It's an anti-air, guys, as it should be, okay? This move was silly.
The change is also for the assist as well, as you can see. It's also on point and assist.
Yeah.
It
Bueno,
is now
que dice
only
también que es para el assist, obviamente.
So, the 2-2S is it's not full body invul as the assist as well. So like the assist
still good,
usability
man.
is way
Yeah.
worse, way worse.
That's still good, man. That's still in the air. Like you get hit by this in the air a lot.
Pasa es que no le han reducido
To the
el...
next, this is level 1,
Super.
increased landing recovery, so you can finally get to actually get towards him after you block a level 1.
Yeah. They added 10 more
Vale,
frames or
incrementa el landing recovery.
doing a super just make it easier to punish.
O sea, lo que pasa es que no le han nerfeado el hit stun del assist, ¿eh? O sea, del Soryu. Bueno, se lo han querido dejar. Supongo para no matar al personaje. Bueno, aunque yo creo que sigue estando bastante fuerte, ¿eh?
As much.
Little less,
Yeah,
little
like-
less generous.
Let's be honest. He needed a bit more of a risk added to it because it was all reward before, no risk. But now there is somewhat of a risk to doing his stuff, which is required, to be honest. So.
Vale, ¿qué más? A ver, al Kid Buu. Dejarlo en la mierda al Kid Buu.
Yeah, Kid Buu!
Menos mal, tío. A ver qué hace.
Let's go.
So here is Kid Buu's nerfs. Kid Buu's nerfs is that his level 1 and level 3 scaled have been nerfed. So
¿En serio?
both of them.
Hostia.
So the ground one, when scaled, used to do 785. It now does 700s. The air one used to do 805. It now does 713. So that's 85.
Se han nerfeado el daño
And the
de...
level 3 went from 1700
De los level, ¿no?
610. So that's like about like 80 to 90 damage removal from his scaled level 1 and 3s. Not a massive change, but just a a bit less.
Less
The
damage.
reason
on
I
those
love
supers.
this change, the Kid Buu players, they've been complaining a lot about how the character just tickles you. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. You're doing even less damage now, so that's too bad.
There you go.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Next, this one is massive.
Hostia, solo han cambiado eso. Bueno,
This is a big.
a ver el GT.
His assist, his A assist, increased the startup of the A assist.
No jodas.
There's still nothing. It's not season 2 anymore, guys.
And I'm just gonna show you this in game.
Te han nerfeado el assist.
Frames.
El assist. Sale mucho más tarde, tío. En 40, tío.
That is Blue Vegeta's A assist. That is Vegeta's Big Bang attack. 4 frames.
That's an extra, right?
That's an extra.
Buah, sale en 40,
Extra
chaval.
frames, yeah, way more startup.
Sale mucho más tarde. Bueno, sigue estando bien, porque es el assist del GT. Pero bueno.
I think Damascus will show frame advantages on block. That is the biggest change to it by far. I mean, the startup is probably the large part about it, but the frame advantage is now plus 22
Oh,
instead of plus 30.
hostia, ¿verdad?
Way less block stun.
22 de Blockstun, tío.
It's
Buah.
huge.
Adiós al GT. Si se lo pillaban ya por el assist, a tomar por culo, ¿sabes?
Better late than never.
Todos los japos que se ponían al GT, ¿sabes? Bueno, los japos y más gente, pero... Ahora sí que no se va a ver mucho, ¿eh? El GT. A ver, la 21. Por ejemplo, veo a las orejas del Bills.
Beerus, quality of life has well, which crouching unique attack would behave strangely. I'm actually not this refers to, but it's small bug fix. And the assist not returned either during the time freeze where the ghost session just did same, like small bugs. And changes for Super Baby Isle.
Se les oye como robótico.
The movement medium version of the assist, so you see that he's about to call the medium the lights. That is actually pretty good. On this one, and his up to kick is now effective to decrease in attack time, so that's like different hit stun apology man.
Yeah, it was so in Ultimate Battle he had like
Sí, ya en...
and I think now that's like it doesn't actually really mean for his actual like regular gameplay. You can't do dive kick over and over in all battle mode.
Bueno, si estos son los parches finales, tampoco han cambiado mucho, ¿eh? Al GT ya no creo que se lo pille la gente. Bueno, a ver, sigue cubriendo mucha pantalla, sigue siendo buen assist, pero no sé. No tiene mucho blockstun ahora, en 22 es poquito, ¿eh? Creo que los Bings tiene como 30, ¿no? O algo así, o 30 y algo de blockstun. Entonces, pues bueno. Sí, sigue siendo bueno porque, bueno, cubre mucha pantalla y demás, pero no sé. Yo creo que ahora ya no se va a ver mucho GT, ¿eh? Vale, creo que hasta aquí. Vale. Pues el vídeo de hoy pues lo dejamos aquí, ¿vale? Subimos el showcase de GOGETA y las notas del parche, ya lo hemos visto. Y nada, que lo dejamos aquí. Ya veré si subo los arcos y demás, pero bueno, lo importante era subir esto. Y bueno, las notas del parche, que es un poco el en el arco de Japón creo que van a decir la fecha, pero bueno, si no, pues lo pondré a lo mejor en la descripción del vídeo. Bueno, sí, cuando se sepa la fecha ya lo vamos a saber todos. Así que nada, que lo dejamos aquí y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo con más Dragon Ball FighterZ o de lo que sea. Vale, venga, nos vemos.